On a snowy mountaintop, where the air was crisp and the trees were tall, a little rabbit named Rosie lived in a cozy burrow beneath the roots of an ancient pine tree. Rosie loved to explore the mountain, chasing after snowflakes and making snowballs with her friends. But Rosie was different from the other rabbits. She had a special gift: she could hear the whispers of the mountain. As a child, Rosie would often wander away from her burrow, following the faint whispers that seemed to come from the rocks and the trees. Her parents would scold her, saying, "Rosie, stay close. The mountain can be a scary place." But Rosie couldn't help it. She was drawn to the whispers, and she loved to listen to the secrets the mountain shared with her. One day, when Rosie was old enough to venture out on her own, she decided to follow the whispers to their source. She packed a small bag with some carrots and a bottle of water, and set off early in the morning, just as the sun was rising over the mountains. The snow crunched beneath her paws as she climbed higher and higher, the whispers growing louder and more urgent. Rosie felt like she was being pulled towards something, but she didn't know what. She pushed aside branches and climbed over rocks, her heart pounding with excitement. As she rounded a bend in the path, Rosie caught sight of a magnificent sight: a frozen waterfall, shimmering in the morning sunlight like 1,000 diamonds. The whispers were coming from behind the waterfall, and Rosie felt a shiver run down her spine. She approached the waterfall cautiously, her eyes adjusting to the bright light. As she peered behind the falling water, she saw a small door, hidden behind a curtain of ice. The door was old and worn, with intricate carvings of leaves and vines etched into its surface. Rosie's curiosity got the better of her, and she reached out to touch the door. As soon as she did, the whispers stopped, and the air was filled with an eerie silence. Rosie felt a strange tingling sensation in her fingers, and suddenly, the door creaked open, revealing a secret passageway. Without hesitation, Rosie stepped inside, her heart racing with excitement. The passageway was narrow and winding, but Rosie was determined to explore it. She climbed over rocks and crawled through tunnels, her paws patting softly on the cold stone floor. As she walked, the air grew warmer, and Rosie began to notice strange symbols etched into the walls. They looked like ancient runes, telling a story that Rosie couldn't quite decipher. She followed the symbols, her curiosity growing with every step. Finally, the passageway opened up into a vast cavern, lit by a soft, ethereal glow. The cavern was filled with strange and wondrous objects: crystals and gemstones, ancient artifacts and mysterious devices. In the center of the cavern stood an enormous, ancient tree, its branches twisted and gnarled with age. Rosie felt a sense of wonder and awe wash over her. She had never seen anything like this before. She wandered through the cavern, touching and exploring the strange objects, trying to make sense of the secrets they held. As she explored, Rosie began to notice that the objects were reacting to her presence. The crystals were glowing brighter, the gemstones were sparkling more vividly, and the ancient artifacts were humming with a soft, gentle energy. Rosie felt like she was awakening something, but she didn't know what. Suddenly, the ancient tree began to glow, its branches stretching out towards Rosie like arms. She felt a strange sensation, as if the tree was calling to her, drawing her closer. Rosie reached out a paw, and as she touched the trunk of the tree, the cavern erupted in a burst of light and color. Rosie felt herself being lifted off the ground, and she saw the cavern around her transform into a magnificent landscape: mountains and valleys, rivers and lakes, all shining with a soft, ethereal light. The whispers she had heard on the mountain were coming from this place, and Rosie knew that she had finally discovered the source. As she floated above the landscape, Rosie saw a figure approaching her, a wise old badger, with eyes that shone like stars in the darkness. The badger spoke in a low, rumbling voice, saying, "Rosie, you have been chosen to be the guardian of the mountain. You have the power to listen to the whispers and to keep the secrets of the mountain safe." Rosie was amazed and a little scared, but she knew that she was ready for the challenge. She promised to protect the mountain and its secrets. And the badger handed her a small, delicate crystal. "This is the heartstone of the mountain," the badger said. "It will guide you and protect you, and remind you of the secrets you have discovered." Rosie took the crystal, feeling its power coursing through her veins. She knew that she would never forget the secrets of the mountain, and she vowed to keep them safe for generations to come. As she descended back down the passageway, Rosie felt a sense of pride and purpose. She knew that she had been given a great responsibility, and she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. From that day on, Rosie spent her days exploring the mountain, listening to the whispers, and keeping the secrets of the mountain safe. She became known as the wisest and most powerful rabbit on the mountain, and the other animals looked up to her with respect and admiration. And every time Rosie looked up at the mountain, she felt the presence of the ancient tree, guiding her and protecting her, reminding her of the secrets she had discovered, and the responsibility she had been given. Years went by, and Rosie grew old and wise. But she never forgot the secrets of the mountain. She passed them down to her children and grandchildren, and they became the guardians of the mountain, just as she had been. And the whispers continued to echo through the mountain, a reminder of the secrets that lay hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered by those with the courage and curiosity to seek them out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.